Now to that disturbing discovery of human remains used as decorations in a Mount Washington home. You've been talking about this story, especially the charges.
Tonight, WHS 11 News is looking at the charges placed against James Knott and why state laws are different when it comes to this type of horrific discovery. It's the big story we've been following for the last 24 hours. All of this unfolding in the 300 block of Love Avenue in Mount Washington. Detectives say they busted a stolen body parts ring and found more than 40 different human remains, including skulls, spinal cords, and hip bones. Some of the remains were being used as home decorations.
Take a look. James Knott, who you see right here, was arrested and charged with unlawful possession of a firearm. Documents say agents found an AK-47 rifle near his bed, along with a .38 caliber revolver, several loaded and unloaded magazines, extra ammunition, grenades, and body armor.
WHS 11's Travis Breeze today talked to one attorney involved in the case of a local funeral home operator who recently pleaded guilty to 40 counts of theft charges involving the mishandling of bodies. And Travis, what did he say today about this case?
Yeah, Doug, these cases are very different, but they're also kind of similar, talking about the Randy Lankford case, which got a lot of notoriety over the last couple months. He was not charged under Indiana's abuse of corpse law. Kentucky has a broader abuse of corpse law, but at this moment, James Knott has only been charged with a federal firearms crime. Attorney Larry Wilder in Jeffersonville says there is no federal crime for having bones or body parts in your house, and many states are very specific about how they regulate it. Former morgue manager at the Harvard Medical School, Cedric Lodge, is also a part of this case, and he was charged for theft because he technically stole the body parts and sent them across state lines, but it would have been the same crime for stealing anything else. And since Knott was simply storing and selling the remains, that itself did not constitute a crime, no matter how disturbing it may have seemed.
You and I and a whole lot of other people look at it and go, well, damn, that should be a crime. But when you look at it in the totality of all of the circumstances, legislatures across the country have struggled to figure out how to define crimes related to bodies.
The Kentucky abuse of corpse law covers anyone who, quote, treats a corpse in a way that would outrage ordinary family sensibilities. Wilder says to prove that, local attorneys would have to prove that Knott had a corpse, specifically in his house, and that he was keeping it in an unreasonable way. We have not gotten a comment back from the Bullitt County Commonwealth's attorney, but Knott is facing up to 10 years in prison for the federal gun charge. In the studio, Travis Breeze, WHAS 11 on your side.
All right, Travis, now taking a closer look. This isn't the first time officers made a shocking discovery in Knott's home. According to court documents, in 2011, Kentucky State Police found the makings of a homemade bomb in that house. He was pulled over by Meade County Police for driving under the influence, and once he was arrested, he admitted he had explosives at his house. He also admitted to investigators he was a neo-Nazi anarchist in a race war. While executing a search warrant, deputies found detonation cords, fuses, and grenades. Knott admitted to making explosives and his intention to make more. He was also found with a loaded rifle and a sniper suit. Court records show he took a plea deal for federal firearm charges, but he broke parole in 2013, so he was sentenced to 9 months in prison.